My heart is in nature, and every year I need to go out and reacquaint myself with my place in the world.
What I'm looking forward to the most is just the unknown. I mean, every day is an adventure. We don't know what we're gonna face. We can read about it in the guidebook, but until you get there, you don't know.
So we're hiking the John Muir Trail, or GMT. It's a long-distance hiking trail in the Sierra Nevada mountain range of California. We're hiking southbound, so we're starting in Yosemite Valley, and we'll travel through Yosemite, Kings Canyon, Sequoia National Park, and finally summit Mount Whitney for a total of 210 miles.
We started planning, so it's been 2 years, just kind of understanding the trail. It's amazing, you know, how prepared you need to be for 22 days. My name's Chris Weber. 26 years old, work in corporate finance, which basically means I sit behind a desk and work in Excel for 8-10 hours a day. So backpacking is kind of a nice release for me.
I'm 29 years old. I am a pre-kindergarten teacher in San Jose, California. I first started getting into hiking when I moved out to California because I realized what a beautiful state this is. I heard that it's not in the mountains we conquer, but ourselves. And I have many fears associated with backpacking. And the biggest thing I want to get out of this, besides, of course, getting closer with my brother, is just getting over those fears and just conquering myself.
This will definitely be the most time we've ever spent together. I think probably period in our entire lives. I'm literally side by side with her for 24 days. So we'll see how that goes. But if we make it through it, which I know we will, it'll definitely bring us close, and it'll be something we can always reflect upon. So looking forward to it, but I know it'll be a challenge.
Give me your trekking pole so you have all your hands. Chris, right here. Hand?
Okay.
I've got a really good grip.
I would rather grab this.
Yay! You did it! All right. Onward and upward.
Just didn't know what to expect. I mean, the snow's melting every day. There's less and less snow. But I think the biggest challenge was just keep placing one foot in front of the next. I mean, you get to a point where you can't quit. I mean, even if you want to quit, there's no option. I mean, you can't exactly stop. So you just got to keep on going. You really can't procrastinate. Like, if you procrastinate your miles, you just have to make it up the next day. And you could say that applies to a lot of things in life, but out here, I mean, you really feel it. It's like, if you don't get everything done you need to do that day, you have to do it the next day, and it's work. I mean, it's not just like mental work, it's physical work.
You know, I talked to my brother about it, and my brother, he's got such confidence in his steps. You know, he faces his fears and think this is just child's play to him. But for me, I don't expose myself to these dangerous situations ever.
So even though there's times where, like, maybe I should help out a little bit more, I want her to experience those fears. I want her to push herself.
No mas!
He's the one who's done all of the route planning, and you know, I have to trust my little brother, you know. And growing up, it was him always looking to me, and now it's me looking to him.
We were just, again, at another scenic overlook, just enjoying the view. And
so everybody has a trail name out here. All of these trail names usually come from very convoluted stories.
Here comes Prince marching up, carrying a ukulele.
I whipped around and said, "Will you play it?"
He was kind of delighted to have an audience. It was kind of one of the more special moments on the trail, just being out there, listening to him play his ukulele and sing. And with that background, I mean, you can't beat it.
There ended up being, you know, maybe 8 of us, you know, sitting around and listening to his music and just taking a break.
Say you want to be a leader, but you can't make up your mind. I think you should close it and let me guide you to the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. I only want to see you bathing in the purple rain.
everything was good until we get down to the valley floor, which we're at now. And they just start telling us about the river crossing and about how intense it was and how it went up to their waist and how fast it was.
So it was a little unnerving because they've come through a lot. So every single one that you pass is giving you a warning about something. You know, it's probably going to be pretty interesting.
If you do fall, make sure you jettison your pack first, because I mean, we'll get that hopefully eventually, but a medical bill is a lot more expensive than anything you have in your pack. But the biggest thing is make sure your feet are going downstream, your back stroking so you can kind of control, you know, keeping your head above water and everything like that.
We're gonna do great. Grab it. Keep going, you got this, keep going. You know, of course, I'm proud of myself tonight, but beyond anything else, I am so proud of my little brother. He does anything and everything he can to make us feel comfortable. My brother and I, we're a team, and I know he won't leave me behind. We're hiking along the road just to get to the trail, and we're hailed by these trail angels.
We're known as the Edison Old Farts, and we try to help, and we give them beer or sodas if they'd like.
So we started asking them about themselves, like how they got started and, you know, how often they've been doing this. They've been doing it for like 60 years or something. It's ridiculous. You're gonna offer them shampoo and they're gonna say, no, I'm good. And you're gonna go, no. Hikers like us have that kind of support from people who used to hike. Maybe I'll be a trail angel someday when I'm old and decrepit. 2, 3. Thank you, old farts! Love me some old farts.
What's going on?
I don't know, it's just like, it feels like I'm not even wearing shoes. I feel so broken. I just like, it started getting worse and worse. And by the time we were at the top of the switchbacks, I could like barely move. And so the last 2 miles have just been absolute agony.
Cool.
Not all fun and games, you know, there are definitely challenges. It's hard. You know, most of the time you're going along and you're having fun, and, you know, then before you know it, you're in trouble or you hurt. Other than that, I feel like I've had a great time. I just need to, you know, take care of myself. Be better by tomorrow.
Coming down off the hill yesterday was extremely painful. I was dehydrated. I had not been drinking enough water. This morning I woke up and they're okay. They hurt. They feel very sore. I don't want to quit. So we're going to keep going. For the last 21 days, we've been thinking about Mount Whitney, and it's hard to believe that it's, now it's right there. It's, within sight, it's within reach. I prepared, I trained, so physically, I was ready. I had the right equipment. I definitely feel that I'm not keeping up. Just this, feeling of being run down.
She's put herself into a lot of situations where I know she's normally not comfortable. Because I wanted to see her kind of get over those fears and accomplish it and feel proud about it and not look back and say, okay, I wouldn't have been able to do that without you. I mean, she absolutely could do this without me.
I just had to keep pushing through and telling myself, positive thoughts. Honestly, every time I do this, it reminds me why I should be doing this, why everyone should be doing this.
Signing the register for those who've made it to the top of Mount Whitney.
If anything could have gone perfectly on the JMT, I think it was with all the people that we met along the way, getting together and meeting us here. The JMT in a lot of ways is a good metaphor for life. You find people in life that you really like, and even though they might be on your hike or in your life for just a minute, you really leave that, thinking, wow, that was really special, that was really something.
I think that's the coolest thing. I mean, everybody's doing this for their own reasons. Everybody's kind of got, their own friends out here. But it's cool to all be up there together and kind of celebrate. These are memories that are gonna everybody says it lasts a lifetime, but really, it will. Even the times where we were arguing and fighting and pushing each other.
I feel like it's gonna be really odd when he goes home and he's not gonna be around anymore after being with him for 22 days. If I get nervous, who's going to be there to be like, Stephanie, there's no reason to be nervous. Just go. It does feel weird to be done, but it's also rewarding because it means that you did it.
Oh my God. Steph, come sit.
You set out to do something and you prepped for it, and even though it was hard and sucked at times, and other times it was amazing, you did it. We're done.